good morning, everybody. How are you guys feeling this morning? Whoa, I better stand away from the speakers. My name is Megan, and first of all, happy International Women's Day. So ladies, give yourselves a hand. And then, let's celebrate these ladies, and myself, of course. Well, today is a very special and meaningful day in conjunction with the 101st International Women's Day. 16 very bold women, including one very fine gentleman who loves his women, will go bald for charity in hopes of raising 200,000 ringgit for poor and needy cancer patients to aid them in their treatment costs, medical costs, as well equipment and other relevant costs. Well, funds have been collected from January 15th all the way till March 7th, which was yesterday, and it will be donated to Magna Bursary for cancer patients. Well, for those of you who want to make your contributions, you can do so today as well. There's a donation station inside, and I believe some of the girls will be going around with boxes as well, where you can make your donations, and funds collected today will be donated directly to the National Cancer Society of Malaysia and Breast Cancer Welfare Association. Now, are you guys excited for today? Now, I know it's not easy to shave all of your hair off, especially Charmaine. She has such long, beautiful locks, and she's going to be shaving it all off for a good cause, of course. So please give all these 16 very brave women today a big round of applause. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome one of the brains behind this project, Ms. Charmaine Ho, to say a few words.
This speech, I think why I know that I have this event up, so I want to feel like I'm the Oscar actress, you know, so that I'm winning, then I have this chance to say thank you notes, alright? So it's very much a thank you note. Truly thank you everyone, everybody here, okay? Without every one of them, without anyone, okay, I think this thing won't work. Alright. Of course, first I must welcome, thank you Winnie, thank you for your yes, you know, so then a lot of other things make so much easier, okay? And I thank Capital FM, I thank 988, you know, so they're giving me support on this, and then Simply Giving's helping me on the online donations, yeah? And then all the 3 NGOs, thank you for the receiving part. Because I think without the receivables, we cannot give. Yeah, so I believe that. And I thank you very much for my event coordinator, Nicole. She is actually putting so much of work into it. Can I have a clap for her? Yes. And then some behind the scene, then I have Edmund from A Card Above. I have Rachel from Simply Giving, you know. I have my sister design these logos and everything. My thank you list is gonna go on for at least 5 minutes, okay? So yeah, and then for all the ladies who is joining me for shaving, frankly, maybe I'm not that bald to get bald, you know. So I need some strength. So then I invited them. So from 8, then surprisingly all comes, you know, adding more and more, and we even have overflow. Alright, so maybe I should suggest them overflow for the next year. Okay. So anyway, my mom is also shaving, and so I'm trying. I've done get my mom shaved, but I cannot convince my 2 daughters to join me. Okay, so yeah, I will save them for a few years later. So anyway, it's just yeah, as I say, it's a simple thought that it's just come up, and I still cannot recall why am I doing this, why this bald thing just come like that. So I give a credit to God that I say that is a calling. Okay, I'm free thinker, but I cannot put it to anyone else, so I have to give credit to Him. Okay, because everything is just come so smooth, and everyone is putting in their effort. The whole program is zero funding. Okay. Zero funding doesn't mean that no money, but no, everyone fund from themselves on individual basis. All right, and then I have Big Heart Gemilang, you know, give me a 20,000 check for, you know, it boosts up the whole thing. But I believe, of course, today now we're giving to all the 3 charities, But just to create the awareness, the society needs giving. We don't care, we give to orphanage, old folks home, Kiwanis, Down syndromes, anything. But as long as you give one, whoever that you think that you want to. All right, we need a society like this. Instead of sharing on Facebook how hatred that we are, but why not we share on how loving that we are? Yeah? Okay, so I'm going to cut it short so that to make sure the rest of the speakers also kind of short. So because I know the highlight is actually what you want to see is the hairless day. So I'm going to declare maybe the new hairstyle for the 2012 is actually bald. Alright, so again, thank you very much on from the volunteers, from everyone. Petite indulgence. I'm like doing an advertisement here. Okay, I have to give credits to everybody. Frizzy, Petite indulgence, and some pastries, and yeah. Anyone that I left out, please forgive me. I will put it out on Facebook again. Okay. So I'm gonna flood all of the walls with all the bodies. Okay. Thank you very much.
Good morning, organizers, sponsors, supporters, cancer survivors, volunteers, and empowering ladies. Cancer is a term used for disease in which abnormal cells divide without control in quickened space and are able to invade other tissues. Today, we have these beautiful women who have come together to surrender their crown for those surviving cancer. It takes bold move to go bald. It's a sign of understanding that cancer is a healing process that we ought to support those battling this disease. By going bald, they have empowered themselves by being responsible for the outcome of their action that would directly contribute in elevating the pains and suffering of cancer patients undergoing treatment. As I mentioned in my opening, cancer cells are abnormal cells that divide uncontrollably. Here, we have women dropping their uncontrollable number of hairs, which gracefully glorify their beauty. It takes real courage to step forward and drop their crowning glory just to say that things will heal. The funds raised from this campaign will fund for surgical equipment like chemopod, esophageal stent, prostheses, breast, knee, voice, wig, urostomy and colostomy bags, liquid food supplement to build strength while in treatment and after, non-formulary drugs and other services that come under Magna Bursary Program, which is Financial Assistance Program. We also provide monthly financial assistance to poor cancer patients. This sum allows them to commute to and fro hospital for treatment. Dear organizers, sponsors, supporters, cancer survivors, and volunteers, you've made this day very memorable for those battling cancer. Your efforts truly show that they are not alone in the fight against cancer. We are here, we walk with you, and we stand by you. Thank you.
Greetings with regards to the International Women's Day today. I wish everybody good health, firstly, happiness, secondly, and lots of prosperity, thirdly. I think these are the three things we need. When Charmaine and her group told us that they're going to do something like this, it was very surprising, but pleasantly surprising to have something like this in support of not just those who are battling at the moment, but for those of us who have gone through this experience in the past. As I speak today, a friend of ours, Jane, is having her first chemotherapy cycle today, and she's going to lose her hair in 10 days' time. I've been thinking of her, and I told her 2 days ago that this is going to happen, and we'll be thinking of you while this is happening. And really thanks for having this event hosted here, because it's so meaningful. Hair is an important commodity when it comes to women. 14 years ago, I lost my hair to breast cancer. And I remember at that time, I said, I want my life. So I don't care what I lose, as long as I get my life and I can live. So at that time, it didn't mean anything to me. But on the day that I lost all my hair, I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, oh no. At that time I felt I had lost a breast, I had lost all my hair, and I was robbed of my dignity as a woman. At that time I felt that way. But I said to myself, I must go on. And there are many of us who are here with breast cancer who feel that way. And that's the reason I feel that Charmaine and her entire group of friends, including a man, are here to tell us that, hey, we care for you. We care for those who lose their hair due to cancer treatment. And we are there for you to share this feeling. We are there to say, in this onslaught, in this battle, you're not there just doing it by yourself. This isolation can be killing. The treatment, although it saves our lives, it is humiliating, mutilating, and it robs us of who we are as women. Every morning when I put my wig on my head at that time and looked at myself in the mirror, knowing that I was one breast less, I just fell into self-pity every morning. Imagine going to work feeling that way, because everybody feels that you need to feel good before you get to work. But if you're feeling that way inside, it's difficult. And Winnie, looking good, feeling better is a much important thing. And I know that Charmaine, you and your group, wherever Charmaine is, she's busy running around. Charmaine, you and your group, you're going to make us feel better because you're going to say, look, even with this baldness, you can still feel good, you know. We've got friends here, I've got Fei Fong here, she's actually a news reader. Yeah, and she's lost her hair and look at what she looks like now. Okay, hair growing back. There is nothing to be ashamed of. It is all to do with saving our lives. Having breast cancer is not a shameful experience. It is an experience that helps us to go through life, because life is full of ups and downs. And don't we all have ups and downs, whether it's health, whether it's family issues, whether it's relationship, or anything for that matter, career, whatever. There are emotional ups and downs in our life. And this is a time for some people where emotionally they are down, and we have Charmaine and her group to lift up our spirits. And finally, for those of us who are breast cancer survivors, can we have our hands up? And I wish that all of you pray for us, that we will all survive with quality of life. Quantity is not so important as much as quality of life. Living the moment. That's what we want to do. Thank you, Charmaine. Thank you, ladies and the gentlemen who are so bravely doing this for us.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Ms. Ranjit, for the wonderful speech. Distinguished guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to be here today at this wonderful event of Bald is Empowering, which is aimed to increase public awareness on cancer in conjunction with International Women's Day. And happy International Women's Day to all of you beautiful women here today. First and foremost, on behalf of National Cancer Society of Malaysia, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to Charmaine for choosing NCSM to be a part of this particular fundraising event. For those who are not familiar with our work, NCSM is a registered tax-exempt charity body established since 1966. Financed entirely by volunteer contributions from public, NCSM supports patients and caregivers through their cancer journey via our 5 cancer centers: Resource and Wellness Center, Women's Cancer Detection Center, Nuclear Medicine Center, Cancer Treatment Center, and the Children's Home of Hope. Ladies and gentlemen, NCSM participates in this global fight against cancer with the purpose of eliminating the perception that cancer is unavoidable and that nothing can be done about it. Cancer can be prevented by changing one's lifestyle and through early detection. That being said, we would also like to advocate that being diagnosed with cancer does not equate to death sentence.